Welcome to a new What I Eat in a Day. I had some artichoke hearts in the fridge and they weren't enough to include in a recipe, so in the morning I just sauteed them in some avocado oil. I didn't add any salt because they were canned and already salted. Artichoke hearts contain prebiotics which act as food for your good gut bacteria. And if you need some recipes with artichoke hearts, I've got a few in my ebook. I will link it in the description box. One version of my ebook also contains a 4-week plant-based meal plan which ensures that you consume at least 30 plants a week, which can help making your microbiome more diverse. Anyway, I've been obsessed with this sourdough bread lately. I just feel like I can't get enough of it, so I toasted it before mashing half an avocado on top. I also added a little herb salt on there before adding the artichoke hearts. I also had some ground pumpkin seeds that I sprinkled on top just to add some extra protein to this meal, although it's not a lot of protein in this small amount, but still, pumpkin seeds contain zinc and healthy fats as well. This was not enough calories for me, so I had a banana as well. For lunch, I didn't feel like cooking. I actually had some whole spelt hamburger buns and bean burgers in my freezer that I thawed beforehand, and then I just prepared the vegetables off camera when it was time to eat lunch. The burgers are my simple bean burgers that are up on my blog. I will link the recipe below. I only had one bun, but 2 burgers, and I mashed half an avocado on top of the burgers. Then I added tomatoes and cucumber. I was gonna add lettuce, but I didn't feel like washing it, so I didn't. And before adding ketchup, I realized that this is not how I usually assemble burgers. I usually put the avocado on the bottom so the burger will stick better to the bun. And then I add ketchup before adding the veggies. Yeah, and I just ate that other burger on the side, and of course I ate the leftover vegetables that didn't fit on the burger as well. And yeah, it was very yummy, and it's actually a good tip to freeze in bean burgers because then you can assemble really quick lunches like this. You don't need to buy ready-made freezer burgers with lots of additives. You can just make them yourself and freeze them in. I actually have an even better burger recipe in my ebook, so you can check that out as well if you get it. I take collagen every now and then, and right now I've started taking it again. I just mix it with water. It doesn't taste bad at all, so I just drink it like that once the powder has dissolved. I like collagen just to get that extra bit of protein because I strength train, and I actually have noticed benefits for my hair and skin when I've been taking it as well. In the afternoon, I just had this savory vegetable muffin, which is a Pinterest recipe. I will link that below as well. I did not eat it with a fork. I don't know why there is a fork in this clip. For dinner, I made a roasted veggie salad. Particularly, I know how to say that word, okay? I just can't right now. Because I had beets in the fridge that I needed to get rid of. And carrots go very well with the beets, so I also included that into the salad. I like to slice the carrots a little bit diagonally. I just think it looks better than cutting them straight. I diced the beets off camera and added them to the tray as well. And for protein, I added canned butter beans. I drizzled avocado oil on top of that and seasoned it with salt and pepper. Don't forget to mix everything around to distribute the oil and the spices evenly. I roasted this at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, like usual. I also wanted to add kale, but kale can burn easily in the oven, so I didn't add it straight away. So I added some avocado oil and salt to the kale, then I massaged it to get a nicer texture, and then I put it inside the oven when it was about 15 minutes left of the cooking time for the other veggies. Buckwheat is probably my favorite grain to have with roasted vegetables, at least with roasted beets and carrots. So I cooked that as well. And as always, I added herb salt to the cooking water. Then I needed to make a dressing, and since I have a dressing in my ebook that is suitable for roasted beets, that's the recipe I followed. So if you want the full recipe, you can get it from my ebook. But it contains olive oil, balsamic vinegar, Dijon mustard, and actually you're supposed to have maple syrup, but I only had honey at home, which is fine because I'm not vegan, I just eat primarily plant-based. But yeah, then I added salt and pepper and whisked to combine. When all of the veggies and the buckwheat were done cooking, it was time to assemble, and I always like to add the buckwheat at the bottom. Finally, I drizzled on the dressing, and before eating, I just tossed everything so that everything will be coated in the dressing. And yeah, this was very yummy and very suitable for the colder weather. After dinner, I had some very tasty lavender and blueberry apple tea with my last square of this dark chocolate that you can spot on the side. And yeah, I just love tea and chocolate. It's my, I don't want to say guilty pleasure because I don't feel guilty at all about it. I just enjoy it. And yeah, this was a delicious way to end the day. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on this video so that I can keep making them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.